The 12th Amendment to the United States Constitution was a direct response to problems in the presidential election process, making crucial changes to the way the Electoral College functions. Ratified on June 15, 1804, the amendment established that the president and vice president would be elected separately, rather than the original system where the runner-up in the presidential race automatically became vice president. The need for the 12th Amendment became evident after the election of 1800, a chaotic and controversial contest between Thomas Jefferson and John Adams, along with their running mates, Aaron Burr and Charles C. Pinckney. At the time, the Electoral College operated under the original system outlined in the U.S. Constitution, where each elector cast 2 votes for president. The candidate with the most votes became president, and the runner-up became vice president. This system worked smoothly in 1789 and 1792, when George Washington was the unanimous choice for president. However, political factions began to emerge, leading to complications in the 1796 election. That year, John Adams, Federalist, won the presidency, but because electors cast their votes individually, his political rival, Thomas Jefferson, Democratic Republican, became vice president. This resulted in a deeply divided administration, with leaders from opposing parties forced to work together in the 2 highest offices of government. The election of 1800 exposed even greater flaws. The Democratic Republican Party, learning from the mistakes of 1796, planned to ensure Thomas Jefferson became president and Aaron Burr became vice president by having one elector cast a vote for a different candidate. However, that plan failed, resulting in a tie between Jefferson and Burr, with both receiving 73 electoral votes. Since no candidate won an outright majority, the election was sent to the House of Representatives, as required by the Constitution. After 36 rounds of voting, Jefferson was finally elected president, but the confusion and political maneuvering revealed the weaknesses in the electoral process. In response, Congress quickly drafted the 12th Amendment to prevent future electoral deadlocks and partisan conflicts. The amendment introduced a separate electoral vote for president and vice president, ensuring that candidates for each office would be distinctly chosen rather than relying on a runner-up system. Under the new system, electors would cast 1 vote for president and 1 vote for vice president, aligning the process more closely with the rise of political parties. This prevented rivals from being forced into leadership roles together and reduced the likelihood of electoral ties. The amendment also established that if no candidate won a majority in the Electoral College, the House of Representatives would choose the president from the top 3 candidates, with each state delegation casting 1 vote. The 12th Amendment has been crucial in shaping modern presidential elections, making the process more organized and reducing the risk of electoral chaos. However, it has not eliminated controversial elections entirely. The elections of 1824, 1876, 2000, and 2020 all involved disputes over electoral votes, but the 12th Amendment's framework helped guide the resolution process. Despite its improvements, the amendment has sparked debates about the Electoral College, with some arguing that the system still allows candidates to win without securing the popular vote. Others believe it remains an important safeguard against regional dominance in elections, ensuring that smaller states still have a voice in choosing the president. The 12th Amendment remains a vital part of American democracy, preventing the confusion of early elections while maintaining the balance of power between states. Though political parties continue to evolve, the amendment's reforms ensure that presidential elections are more structured, transparent, and adaptable to the nation's changing political landscape.